Alright folks, I'm praying again that this has set the right resolution so I can actually do some videoing. What you're about to see is the current state of Camp Paradise, Phort Paradise, whatever you want to call it. So this is my tent platform now. I've probably sent you other pictures, but here's the problem. I had this huge boulder in my way of leveling the ground for the correct height, because this whole, I'm on a hill. So basically my idea was, take some dirt from over here, move it over here, and it won't, be a big deal. I don't have to do too much engineering or whatever. And then this boulder's in the way. Oh, by the way, that boulder hiding under there, that was the other one that was kind of nestled up against it that I dug out the other day. That pile of rocks in the background next to the Joshua tree popping out of the ground, rocks I pulled out of the ground, rocks I pulled out of the ground. I feel like a minor 49er. Alright. So now what we have, you can hear me over the wind. You see I'm digging the trench because it's not being very strong. I can't just lift that motherfucker out of there. I might have been able to a year ago. But guess what, kitties? I have no testosterone. So, yeah, I'm just gonna roll this bitch out because I'm on an incline. So if I just dig a trench all the way over here, keep rolling the fucker, eventually it'll be out of my way. Cool beans, right? I thought about just digging like underneath it so that I could just keep lowering it to the level I wanted, but this actually seemed easier somehow. But anyway, I'm gonna start rolling that motherfucker like Sisyphus and see what happens. So I don't know if it's obvious now, but the rock is moving closer, and I'm gonna show you, go around the back and show you kind of how I have this set up. It turns out even I wasn't even like strong enough to push the thing. So what I've been doing is using some smooth levers. So right now, as you can see, I've got this rock propped up. I use this pile of rocks right here to hold it down. Usually I would be standing right there with my feet, and at this point, so using this metal rod, where is it? Right here. It's like from an old street sign or something. Yeah, and that's my fulcrum. And then I use my shovel for this bar from the old futon, or these doodads that I found behind Stater Brothers, along with these pallets and stuff, have been really useful alternately depending on the exact flip and the logistics of it, and like kind of getting it over and over. So basically, like in terms of the length of the rock right now, I've only got like 3 rock lengths to go before it's pretty much out of the hole. And I'm fighting an uphill battle right now instead of digging the trench out really far. If I can't make much headway after this, then I'm just gonna keep digging the trench. And once I get past about, see, this pallet is basically exactly right where it should be. So when I break this line, hammer. The hammer is my finish line. Okay, so I've budgeted a bit, which isn't all that big of a deal, and that's not why I'm recording. This is to illustrate a couple points here. First of all, I forgot to mention this rake right here and this shovel. While the shovel I sometimes use as my lever, actually what they're both doing right now is holding my fulcrum from sliding back. That's super crucial, because if I didn't do that, I would get half of the effectiveness out of this whole system that I'm using. And then when I got this thing pried up far enough, in order to get it to stay where it was without blocking the underneath of it so I could slip another lever underneath, I've put these rocks in on the sides. I kind of got the idea from having to dig this fucking thing out, because there were rocks like pressed very close against it that made it almost seem like they were part of this rock earlier on. And they were so effective, even though they had just the slightest little bit of overlap, in just holding that thing down like with the hand of God. So I figured it's kind of like a reverse arch kind of concept, like these rocks on the sides are supporting the edges up, kind of keeping everything locked in place with that gap down there. So now I'm going to try and flip this bitch over again, but there's a lot of dirt in front of it that I've kind of pushed as I've been rolling it, And I, once upon a time, had a shovel head without a handle that I could have just used to do this, but I have a bad feeling it's over here in this big pile of dirt that I'm creating between digging out the rock and digging this trench. If I can illustrate this for once, I think my trusty little thingamabopper here might be too wide to fit. Oh no, it fits, kinda. Ooh, boy, if these boards don't break, and if this fulcrum doesn't slide too far, I think I can actually brace it with my foot. This might go places. I'm going to end up having to sit on the end of this fulcrum. It might roll back. Who knows? We'll see. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Yeah, I kind of want to... I wonder if coupling it with this metal thing would kind of work. Fuck it, let's go. Can you see the thing moving back? Alright, here we go. Underneath. And there we go. It's like playing seesaw. Oh, boy, I just barely caught up the corner, but look at that. That was a lot of progress. And now I still got these rocks, so I can scooch them in underneath. Hold this fucker up, hopefully. Just a little bit. I can't believe that worked. So I kind of fast forwarded this because when I came around to this side and started moving the little bit of dirt that I'd pushed from the last lever maneuver, I realized I'm kind of like at the apex of this hill right here, and it really didn't have that much further to go to get like kind of over the top, so I just quickly leveled this little bit. And then I realized that from where I was standing on, just kind of on this tip, and I was able to literally just use my weight to kind of pull on it, because I had some good handholds, and just pull the damn thing forward, which was the tits. I don't know if I can quite manhandle it further, but as you can see, compared to where the fulcrum is, this guy moved. Right now I'm moving my fulcrum, and to do that, well, I'm going to slide it through this pallet across here. I'm going to slide under. Yeah, there we go. Oh look, I'm levering something else too. And put that guy right there. Okay, that should work. Ish. I kind of like it better at this angle. Yeah. Okay. Things are slightly different now. To hold this in place, I'm going to just drop rocks on it. Big heavy ones. That should do. Now, I'm going to get my trusty thingamajig from behind Stater Brothers. Okay, it's going to require a little digging out underneath. I can't believe how useful these stupid things have been. They've been my best lever arms by far out of all the other things I've used, which isn't to say that they were all pretty indispensable. Now, I was going to just see if I could manhandle this and impress all you ladies, but you know, why bother? So I guess I'm not feeling comfortable like I have enough weight on this fulcrum, so a little bit more. Oops, blocking your view. All right, here goes nothing. This is tricky because if I put all my weight on it, I might lose it. So, grab the shovel, wedge that bitch in there, grab my rocks, come from the sides, like I always do. Okay, feeling good about that. I don't think I'm gonna go too much further. actually now sitting on the end of my lever, and I'm gonna kind of rock it a little bit so I get it go a bit more up. Get those rocks underneath there. Oh, fuck, I lost it. Well, it was still fun though, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try and record one of those epic moments of Feifei manhandling great big heavy shit. If I can't do it, I'm just gonna do another quick lever action and then I'm over the hump, basically. Hopefully this picture doesn't shift too much when I get off this pallet. I think I'm lined up just right. Okay, you're still there. I almost just screamed like a little girl. Okay. Yeah. And there she goes. Yes. Oof. And it was official. Having broken the plane. Oh gosh, we just did the football, didn't we? Or the football. We just did the football. Super Bowl. Having broken the plane of that pallet right there, that means that boulder is now officially in front of my fucking platform and I don't have to dick with it and I can actually get back to doing the real work. Hallelujah!